Hey, third grade, this is another part of your week 2 lesson. So, this is the lesson for March 23rd to March 27th. We've been talking a lot about reading solfege on the staff. So, we've been talking specifically a lot about low law. Well, today we're going to learn a different way to read music. The musical alphabet is 7 letters A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. When we get to the end, it starts over. You guys know this because we play on the xylophones a lot, and our xylophones all start on C, D, E, F, G, A, and then, or after G, it starts over A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it can keep going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So we're going to learn a different way. We're going to learn where those letters that are on the xylophones, where they actually go on the staff. So our staff starts, our bottom line is an E, and it goes line, space, line, space, line, space, line. It alternates in that way. So here's E, and then the space above it would be F. This line would be G. This space above, we start over A, B, C, D, E, F. And it could go on and on and on, but we're going to focus on these right here. And I know that's a lot to remember. So there's a couple of different ways that we use to remember what note is what. To remember the lines and spaces, it's easy as long as you know what a line note is and a space note is. If it is a line note, start at the bottom line and we say the sentence, "Every good boy does fine," to find out what the note is. If it is a space note, start at the bottom space and spell the word face to find out what the note is. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Here we're going to talk about the line notes. So we'll start at the bottom line and we'll say that sentence, "Every good boy does fine." So that means this bottom line would be E. This second line would be G. The third line, B. The fourth line, D. And the top line, the fifth line, is F. So that's how you can remember it if the note is a line note. You say that sentence. If it is a space note, you use the word face. So you start in the first space, that would be F. The second space, A. The third space, C. And the fourth space, E. And so if it's a space note, just remember the word face, which helps because space and face rhyme. So here they all are again. Here's our line notes. Every good boy does fine. And our space notes. F, A, C, and E. But wait. There are 2 E's and 2 F's. We have a line E on this bottom line, and we also have a space E on the top space. We have a bottom or F, a space F on the bottom space, and a line F on the top line. So that's something you just need to not get super confused by, is there are 2 E's and there are 2 F's on the treble clef. So when you're trying to figure out what note you are reading, first you must decide, is it a space note or a line note? So let's look. We have a note here. Is it a space note or is it a line note? Yep, it's a line note. There is a line going through it, so that is how we know it's a line note. So since it's a line note, we start at the bottom line and we say our sentence, "Every good boy." We're going to stop here because that's where our note is. That note is B. All right, first thing we have to decide, is it a line note or is it a space note? Yep, it's a space note. We know it's a space note because there's a line on top and a line underneath, just like Mrs. Bell's head right here. So we start at the bottom space and we spell out the word face. F, A, C, E. That note is E. All right, first we have to decide, is it a line note or a space note? It's a line note. So we start at the bottom line and we say our sentence. Every good boy does fine. So that note would be F. First we decide, is it a line note or a space note? It is a line note, so we say our sentence, every good. This note is G. Line note or a space note. This note is a space note, so since it is a space note, we spell out the word face. F-A-C. Our note is C. And one more. Is it a line note or a space note? It is a space note, so we spell out the word face. F-A-C-E. This note is E. All right, third grade. Next week, we will do some more practicing with the treble, clef, lines, and spaces. By the way, I forgot to mention, when I talk about the treble clef, that's what this symbol right here is. The symbol is called a treble clef. All right, third grade. Catch you next week.